So this is the GoPro footage from my ascent up Swains Lane for Rollerpalooza's Urban Hill Climb competition, a 900-metre sprint, full gas sprint to the top. And to say that I spent less than like 2 minutes in the saddle, it was one of the most fun days on the bike. There were so many awesome people there. It was a fantastic atmosphere, really well organised, and I can't wait for next year already. I just wish that there were the same crowds cheering me on every time I went up Swains Lane, because that would be awesome. So at the moment we're just getting me in position. There's a guy holding my saddle, whispering in my ear, "Now's the time to think about your breathing." And that was the best thing that he could have said to me in that moment, because the last thing I wanted to do was panic, and it just reminded me that what I wanted to do was focus on nothing and just try and find my rhythm. As soon as I sprint out the blocks here, the next thing I want to do is get back in the saddle, spin like Froome, and find my rhythm. So here we go, out the blocks, and the tidal wave of adrenaline just completely numbs your mind to the kind of wattage that you're doing, numbs your body, and I didn't know what the hell I was doing right now. I'll just go, and I'm going to pay for it in the end, this kind of wattage. But out the saddle, and now I'm back in the saddle again, doing that spinning like Froome in the saddle, just trying to find my rhythm. I find my rhythm, I'm going to hold it until I get to this kind of crest to flat at the top here, just in the distance. Feeling good at the moment, feeling good, and I could feel that I need to bring it down from 700 watts, 500 to 600 watts, and then I actually started to panic, and this is where I think I lost most of my time, because I wasn't sure what technique to do right now. My watts dropped right down, because I'm not sure what I'm doing here. It's kind of like no man's land on the flat, which is where I should actually be, with my weight, that should be where I get my advantage, because now I'm out the saddle, in the drops, swaying the bike from side to side as I sprint full gas up the steepest part of this climb. But at least we have the crowds on the right-hand side here cheering you on. You can hear the bells. There's a crazy guy shouting e-plants at me. This is keeping me going. This is keeping the watts over 500. But I'm about to pay for that way too high wattage that I was pushing in the beginning, and I'm really struggling to try and keep it over 500 watts right now, which is what I should be doing. If I hadn't have gone so hard in the beginning, I would have been doing 500 to 600 watts still now, and that is how I should have paced it. But unless I do something like this, there would have been no way that I would have known that an adrenaline rush would completely numb me to that extent. So I'm so glad that I threw myself into this and that I did it, and the stuff that I learned from it, I wouldn't have been able to learn any other way. So here we go, just giving it every single last watt, and there we go, 615 watts for 1 minute 48, 8.48 watts per kilo. So at the end of this, I felt really fresh, and I felt like I should have gone harder, because there were people around me who were on the floor, casualties of the Urban Hill Climb, and I wasn't, and I felt left out, and I wanted to be on the floor. And so as I went to go and collect my ticket to tell me how I'd done, I felt a bit disappointed that I kind of ended up in no man's land at 1 minute 48, and I wish I was on the floor with the rest of them in solidarity.
Cheers. No worries.
How do you feel?
I feel like I want to go again.
I wanted to be able to compete and at least get like a top 10 place, and I feel like 615 watts should buy you at least a top 10 place, but it's just a symptom of how critical power to weight ratio is. And at the moment I'm kind of on this frustrating glass wall where like I can't break through because my weight is holding me back, and it's holding me back from competing. 615 watts over 72 kilograms just isn't enough to compete. You can have all the weight and all the power, and you're not going to be able to compete. You can be a featherweight and have none of the power, and you're not going to be able to compete. You kind of have to have this equilibrium of your power to weight ratio, where you have the watts and you have the weight enough to be able to compete up a 20% incline, especially in a hill climb competition like this, that is short and sharp and steep. Because for me, 72 kilograms, even sprinting out the saddle, I'm never going to have enough watts over the distance to flatten out a steep section like that. There's never going to be enough power, so I have to bring my weight down. And at least for me, it might be frustrating right now, but at least for me, weight loss, eating plants is so easy. It's a waiting game, and I just have to bide my time until my target next year is something like 68 kilos at 615 watts. That is going to be a power to weight ratio that's going to be able to compete. So, in the words of Jeff Goldblum,
must go faster.
Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.